Some tragic news in the world of the NFL the past few days as Otis Taylor, legendary wide receiver of the Kansas City Chiefs in the 60s and 70s, passed away. Otis Taylor was an icon in the AFL and the NFL. So he was born in Houston, Texas, August 1942. He would play at Prairie View A&M, one of the most historic of the HBCs, or historic black colleges, where he was a star for Prairie View. Both the AFL and NFL had separate drafts. The AFL drafted him in the 4th round, the Kansas City Chiefs, and Philly would draft him in the 15th round. Otis Taylor smartly decided to join the AFL because they valued him more with a 4th round pick, whereas Philly had a 15th round pick. In his rookie year, he got 5 touchdown passes, which was fine. And then the next year, 1966, he took second in AFL receiving yards with 1,297. Obviously, he was an AFL All-Star. And he led the AFL receiving touchdowns with 11 in 1967 and helped the Chiefs get to Super Bowl I, where they would lose to the Green Bay Packers, but still it would make the NFL take notice. Otis Taylor had some very memorable moments for Kansas City in 71 and 72. In fact, he led the NFL in receiving yards with 1,100 yards in 71. Taylor is 3rd in Chiefs history in receiving yards and touchdowns, and 6th in receptions. Anyway, Otis Taylor famously had a stiff arm play on the Vikings in Super Bowl IV, which led the Chiefs to the 23-7 victory. It was just amazing what he could do. Otis Taylor was a really good wide receiver for the Chiefs. And he got a Super Bowl ring, which was the last Super Bowl ring by the Chiefs in 50 years. Unfortunately, there was some humongous problems. One game in 1970, the Chiefs led the Raiders 17-14. And, Dawson was supposed to have a first down run that would have given the Chiefs the win over the Raiders. And while Dawson was on the ground, speared by Ben Davidson, who was the defensive end. However, Otis Taylor attacked Davidson. And after a bench clearing brawl, offsetting penalties were called, nullifying the first down. The Raiders would tie the game on a field goal with 8 seconds left. They missed it. They didn't get the first down. And it actually helped Oakland win the AFC West with an 8-4-2 mark. The Chiefs fell 7-5-2 with that tie, and that meant that the Chiefs were not the AFC West champions and could not go to the playoffs. I mean, Otis Taylor was trying to protect his quarterback. But the NFL the next year decided to change the rules such that there would be personal foul penalties would be made during the play and after the play. Which means after the play, it would be a whole lot stricter. All that. Of course, it was just huge. He was a scout for the Kansas City Chiefs. And actually had an incident with Jack Del Rio when he was a replacement player for the Chiefs in 1987. And he attacked him. And, was told Otis Taylor was a Chiefs legend. And Del Rio apologized. But anyway, Taylor has a son. By 1969, he experienced seizures. And by 1990, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and dementia, which eroded his health. His family actually filed a lawsuit against the NFL, thinking that his medical conditions were caused by injuries he received during his playing career. Otis Taylor was 80 years old, and the rest of my 2nd and 10 tournament